So yeah, we got another one. Yes, another Disney sequel. Would I watch this instead of Aladdin? No, I would probably watch Aladdin instead. Aladdin at least had a couple good jokes and characters, and I enjoyed the movie for the most part ironically. The Lion King, on the other hand, had, good animation, I guess? So, what was decent about this movie? Well, for one, the animation is obviously good, although it does sometimes get in the way of the story. I'll bring this part up later. Timon and Pumbaa as Billy Eichner and Seth Rogen are actually pretty funny. There is a Beauty and the Beast reference that made me forcefully exhale. This is because it references another bad Disney remake. And then there's the bad stuff. And oh boy, is there a lot of this. First off, the animation. I know that the whole CGI concept is to be realistic and whatnot, but during some of the important action scenes it's really hard to tell who's who, and overall the action is really hard to follow in this movie. There was a scene where Simba and Nala were being chased through some underground tunnels for some reason, and I couldn't tell which of the cubs were Simba and Nala. This problem is especially glaring during the darker scenes, including the big climactic fight on Pride Rock, where it's really hard to see what's going on. Another issue I have with the animation is that none of the characters express any emotions or even move their faces. The most they do is raise their eyebrows a little or move their mouths a little. The scene in the gorge after Mufasa died was really awkward to watch, as Simba sounded like he was crying even though on screen he obviously wasn't. Like, Zazu doesn't even move his mouth while he's talking. How is that supposed to work? Pretty much everything else in this movie is the same as the 1994 original or worse, like the songs. Can You Feel the Love Tonight, which is set in broad daylight for some reason, is really weird. In fact, the movie is basically a shot-for-shot remake, and with the animation being CGI, the same thing applies. It's either worse or the same. There's this one scene where Nala is chasing Timon and Pumbaa, and they made a ridiculous-looking shot of Timon looking back and being spooked. I remember this shot in the original, and it actually worked, but in the remake it ended up looking like it was awkwardly shoehorned into the sequence. We've reached a point where all animated family movies are either remakes or movies where most of the profits are going to come from merchandise. All I want, more like all we want, is just a couple of movies that are original and unique. They don't have to be Into the Spider-Verse levels of amazing. They just have to be interesting and compelling. Until then, we just gotta sit back and wait until the next bad Disney remake drops in theaters.